That sounds like a bottle of something. Oh. Okay, are we on?
Yeah.
We are on. We are on. He has gone to, I thought there was a different shape box outside. Maybe not. Okay, this is Equine Rescue Network, which apparently we can do. That's two of those. And then we have they don't want to tear it. I'm not supposed to tear it. Come on. Oh, what the hell? There we go.
Did you find it?
Seen anything?
No?
No.
Huh. Okay.
I looked out there too. I didn't see
Oh my very word. I'm certainly glad I didn't tear it. There's a nice check for Equine Rescue Network today.
That's nice.
$10,000 from LPL Financial.
Very nice.
It's a check?
Yeah.
check,
Equine
yeah.
rescue.
Looked like you got something from the tax.
What?
Looks like you got something from the IRS.
I think so.
Yeah?
You want to do that one now?
No, I said this looks like it's
Why don't
from
we look
the
at this one for a while? Okay.
IRS. Yeah?
I think it's equine
That's
rescue.
got to go in our critical box. You want the IRS one? Okay, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
You like these?
I got an IRS one earlier today as well.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't get, a lot of my notes was in my parents' house, so if there's anything interesting, I find out afterwards.
Our employee number.
Oh, cool.
We're pleased to tell you. That's the letter that we had to get. Okay, you got that. You got it? When you apply for your 501c3, according to Janine, you can use it the minute you put it in the mail.
Yeah.
But you have to wait for this thing to come in the mail to be absolutely
Right.
sure.
So what is it exactly?
What?
What is it exactly?
Oh, read it to you. Let
Alright,
me read it
alright.
to you. We are pleased to tell you we determined that you are exempt from federal income tax under the IRS code IC whatever 501c3. Donors can deduct contributions they make to you under all this number stuff. You're also qualified to receive tax deductible bequests, devices, transfers, or gifts under section something or other and something else. This letter could help resolve questions on your exempt status. Please keep it for your records.
That is a much nicer letter than I got from the IRS earlier.
Okay.
Wish I got that one.
Maybe we just won't talk about that one.
No, we don't want to talk about mine.
Well, I'm going to get nasty. I've sent money in, but I haven't sent the paperwork. I'm going to catch it eventually.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're always paying catch up with the IRS.
This is for Equine Rescue Network, and it's a hay one. Okay. And you get these because she's saving those,
Yeah.
right? I put that in there with that one. And then we have, that's Colby, he goes over here. And then we have Janine, who goes over here. Okay? That takes care of those. Then we have this one. It's kind of heavy. All right. So where's Elizabeth?
She is at Meredith meeting, I think, with Dr. Parrott and
Oh, really?
Momo.
What's the matter with Mo?
I think it's just a check because he
Why
wants.
are we checking up on her?
Well, I don't know. They talked on the phone this morning. I also might be talking absolute rubbish, So
Maybe just
I may
check
be
out.
actually making this whole thing up.
Oh, okay.
But I think she was going there to meet Dr. Parrott. Whether it was to do with Mo or someone else, I don't know.
Chester, maybe? Maybe just check on the leg, how it's doing.
Yeah, I will check with her.
Look at
I
that.
think it was doing well. That's what
Memory
I
of
heard.
an elephant.
There you go, elephant book.
Oh, here we go. It must be from these people. Susie K. Okay. Something for me to read in my spare time. Memory of an elephant. Okay. I like elephants.
All right. Just so everyone knows, I'm not actually being really, really rude. I'm actually trying to find the questions here on my phone so that I can ask the questions.
You got a question?
I'm just about to find out. I'm trying
Oh.
to.
Well, why
just
don't I
got in.
open this thing in the
Here we are.
meantime?
Yeah.
Oh.
All right. So I'll start from the top.
This is from Fugan. Fugan keeps us equipped and stuff that's necessary. No, I don't think so, guys. It doesn't feel like it.
What is that?
I think
But,
it's blackberry.
she said also on Wednesday there's 3 nozzles are coming.
Bug repellent for
That's
horses.
Good, yeah, that's good.
Right,
That's
here's a
good.
big box.
All right.
And
okay.
we're getting 3. She's sending
Make sure
3
everyone can see. That's
nozzles
what it is,
coming
guys.
Wednesday.
It's
3
bug
nozzle
repellent for
sprays
horses.
3 novels.
coming on Wednesday.
Oh. You mean like that novel right outside that window?
Sprayer bottles arriving. 3 spray bottles too. Yeah, spray bottles and stuff. Yep, coming Wednesday. So,
Okay.
Thank you, Fugan. That was a good spray.
Fugan takes very good care
It's
of it.
really good. That spray is good too.
So Mark, Carly, Mark says you need to speak up.
Oh, okay, all right.
Right, speak right at the camera. Yeah.
Okay.
Move in close.
All right.
I'm just like scrolling through here
No,
trying
I
to
know.
find questions.
Now you're muttering. Come on. You just told her to speak up now.
I hate muttering.
I
Mutter,
know,
mutter.
I know.
Mutter, mutter.
Eh.
Mutter, mutter. There's the
So
phone.
what? Like while I'm trying to figure this out, why don't we? What did you do today, Carlene? Did you?
I
go
went
out?
to a place. I can talk about a place.
Why don't you
Yeah.
talk about
Why don't I
that?
talk
and then-
about a place?
Well, I
We
figured
went
it out.
to Merrimack, New Hampshire, Merrimack, Massachusetts, and that's where I used to drive the donkeys.
Yeah.
It's a senior center. They had people all sitting around. It was very nice. And I went on my spiel about how, movies and stuff or whatever. I don't know what I was talking about. But anyway, all of a sudden I realized this is the place I used to go with the donkeys. And on the wall over there are those harness brasses.
Yeah.
There's like 10 of them down the row. They gave me one every year. So then I said, did everybody remember the Christmas? Oh, they loved it. They thought it was wonderful. I said, do you remember the donkeys? Oh, they were terrific. They had done that. I said, that was me. They couldn't believe it.
Really? How long ago was that?
It's a while ago. They're over there on the wall.
Like 10 years, 15 years, 20
I
years?
don't know. I had 8 donkeys. And they were so used to that parade that the last time I was in that parade, I didn't even sit and drive them.
Wow.
I had a stuffed bear in the driver's seat, and I sat on the back.
A stuffed bear, yeah?
Stuffed bear up there.
I-
And the donkeys, yeah. Well, when you look at a parade from a donkey standpoint, there's idiots jumping up and down.
Yeah.
So the only safe place to be is in the middle.
So they just go straight
So
down the
they
middle.
just go right up the middle, and everything's fine.
Wouldn't do that with horses.
No. Well, the other thing I got into trouble with at Merrimack was I got tangled up in my lines. You come up into the center where the viewing booth is, where all the important people sit or whatever, and I pulled the wrong line, and they all started the wrong direction and turned into the circle. So I had no choice but to make the whole circle around and go out the other way, and we did. We did.
So were there any of the same people there? I wouldn't think so.
Yeah.
Today?
They all remembered me.
All right, wow.
Wow, it was amazing. That's a nice senior place.
Yeah.
There were a lot of people there. They put out a flyer apparently that I was going to be there, and what may have happened was there was a guy there who loves dogs, and he just got all excited. He may come down and help out down here. He was all excited about the dogs.
Sorry, who was that? I was reading another message there. Like,
No, there was a guy there, a senior guy, you know, retired, whatever. And he loves dogs, and he had nothing to do.
right.
Well, Judy only works 4 days, so I got 3 days. I don't have anybody to get me off and around the
Right,
place.
okay.
So he might work out. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
That's great. He might have been
I don't
hitting
even
on. He
know
might have
his
been
name.
hitting on you as well. Like, you know, you better be careful. Yeah.
May have to.
Yeah.
We'll worry about that when it happens.
Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe it's not a bad thing. We'll see. So I got a message from Janine saying that the LPL check. Oh no, sorry. I got a message from somebody saying that the LPL check was from somebody called Margaret Walsh. That was the check that we got.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So thank you,
Margaret Walsh.
Margaret Walsh.
Certainly.
Yeah,
Yeah, thank you.
that's super.
That's super.
That was really nice.
Now I gotta go back here.
Yeah, that's totally different than the hay department.
Yeah.
See, that will probably be used to purchase and vet bills and things like that.
Yeah.
Whereas the hay bill is feeding every day.
Yeah,
Exactly.
okay, yeah, they
Yeah,
need hay
that's
in the
more-
facility.
That's more
That's
than
like
$10.
strategic money,
Yeah.
and that's I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah.
Yeah. So, question: will there eventually be sound on the barn and or the house cams?
Find Janine and ask her that. I don't know.
Okay. So, here's what I think,
Maybe you know.
Yeah, you
because
might
I'm
know.
like the sound engineer.
There you
I think.
go.
Oh,
Yeah.
you?
Yeah, I think,
Oh,
yeah,
I
here
Think,
you go.
yeah, amongst other things.
Well, then how come it's not working?
So actually, let me show you. If I push this button, you'll see the red light just came on the microphone. See the microphone?
Yeah.
So we've got the microphone hooked up, but for some reason the sound's not making it through to YouTube.
The camera doesn't know it.
So
Something.
we think it's working, this side. So what Janine and I are trying to figure out is how to make sure the sound now gets fed through to YouTube so that you can hear when we're doing mail call. And I think what we would do is we'd have the microphone on during mail call, but the rest of the day we would have it turned off because
You don't want
you don't want to listen to that. I mean,
No.
that's,
Who knows what goes on?
that could be A, embarrassing,
Think
could be
like
B,
what's going-
boring, and C, incriminating. So we
Yeah,
could be
that's true.
in big trouble. So that's the plan with that. The donkey barn, I wouldn't think we would plan to put sound in there because
There was a veteran who couldn't sleep at night, but he found that the donkey's chewing was very soothing.
okay.
So when we did have sound down there and we lost it, I heard from him immediately that, oh my God, where are we going to go? So we did try and get it back.
Okay.
I've lost track of it.
Yeah, so I think part of the challenge was that I think the cameras that were installed before when it was on Explorer had microphones built into them, or at least the one that was in the barn did. These cameras that we got don't have built-in microphones, but they've got a connection. So
But I got a little plug plate.
yeah, so we would need to just find a microphone that we could plug into that camera down in the barn. So I'll take that as a
We
to-do.
had one, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember the day I cut it off and got mad. Chink, and that was the end of that
There
one.
goes that.
It hung on the wall. It was about that big.
Right.
Pack of cigarettes type.
Maybe it's still there. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe we
It's
can
around something. Well,
rehook it up.
I used to keep a box of Explore type stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and so many years, it eventually filled a pallet, a cube.
Yeah, I can imagine.
That's how much junk I collected. So I may have sent it back in that.
What was that all stuff that they
Just stuff. They kept changing microphones,
updating
and
stuff?
cameras,
Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
and I just would put it all in this great big box.
Okay. Anyway, we'll look into the one on the donkey cam and see if we
There's
can.
somebody that likes to listen to them chew.
Yeah,
We'll see.
You know, to each his own.
yeah.
Probably-
I don't know. We could send a bale of hay to the house and give that to one of your
Animals to
significant
chew.
other or your
Right.
children or something, and get them chewing on it for
Maybe
you.
we can record it.
That's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, maybe not.
So I'm just scrolling through here.
That was my.
So apparently we need bug repellent, so that's good. People are pleased about the bug repellent.
Bugs are bad.
Somebody's asking whose Wi-Fi we're connected to.
I think is it 4?
No, it's so what happened when things kind of fell apart a bit with SDP was Janine and Carlene set up a whole separate Wi-Fi internet feed, yeah?
I don't do a thing.
Well, yeah, well,
I didn't
Janine
do a
did.
damn thing.
So this is a separate connection.
I do know we have 466
Yeah,
and explore.org.
And I talked to Janine about this last night as well, and there's some kind of issues with passwords and resetting that we need to figure out.
Password business.
So I'm talking to Janine about it so that we won't have this problem with things cutting out from time to time. So just bear with us, and hopefully we will get there.
I can remember when we started, we had a camera and no sound anyway.
So you used to do silent movies?
Yeah. Hold up signs.
You do like.
Write things.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, we had a whiteboard. Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
Maybe revive that at some point.
It was back in the days of, back in the olden days.
Yeah.
Horse and buggy days.
That's alright.
I guess there's a million things you could do. Like, we could have people who are on the other end talking as well as they wanted
Yeah.
to. I mean, maybe these are things we should think about.
No, let's try and get one simple thing working.
Yes, I know.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I think I went through that. So, yes, somebody's asking what's for dinner.
I don't know. I have chicken stew here. I'm getting sick of it. It's like 6 meals in a row
Why so many?
because I made a big pot
Oh,
of
all
it.
right, okay. That's fair.
And there's some in the freezer even.
She makes good stew. You make good stew.
I do.
I had the beef stew the other day.
Yeah.
Every Sunday she makes
You throw a whole bunch of stuff in a pot and you go away and come back and
Go
it's
back.
stew.
That's good.
But I am a little tired. I don't know.
She doesn't know.
I don't know. I had an awful lot of jerky. Did you hear that story last night?
No?
Somebody sent pork jerky,
Right.
and it wasn't totally clearly labeled whether it was from the dogs or me. So I decided to eat it anyway.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
good, and I ate a lot of pork jerky last night.
Yeah.
And I had it for breakfast.
Did the dogs shout at you
They
because
look
of it?
they're
they're
so
so
big.
looked at. I'm like,
How are you eating my
yeah,
dinner?
like, what about my treats?
Yeah?
No, so I don't give them any. It was good.
Do your dogs eat vegetables?
What's this?
Do they eat vegetables?
The dog?
Yeah?
No.
No? No, mine don't either.
Yeah.
Although Arlo will eat watermelon.
Ah,
Really?
Yeah, he'll eat watermelon.
Whoa.
Yeah?
The
But
rind too, or just the?
no, if you give him a little cube,
He
like,
likes it. Yeah, they like it.
like especially a nice chilled one.
Chilled.
Some like
I-
chilled watermelon.
my boyfriend tried to give my dog. He put the dog bowls down. He put apples in it. She just one of my dogs probably ate it, but the other one just looked at him and left the apple in the bowl.
Yeah.
It's like, they don't eat fruit like that. I mean, my mom's dog would eat it, but these two,
They don't trust it. They think you're trying to poison them when
Yeah,
you do
it's,
things
that's
like that.
my
yeah.
horse is like that. You try to give him medicine and stuff, he'll leave all the medicine there in the bowl.
Oh.
Yeah, he's
Okay,
not
so that's
one.
that's what's for dinner. That's all the questions we have today. Did I miss anything?
Okay.
I'm just scrolling back.
I know I'm trying to scroll and see. I don't see.
Well, one of the options is to go get Chinese food.
Good, yeah.
Or ice cream.
Alright, ice
Huh?
cream. Chinese food and ice
You
cream.
like
right?
Chinese food?
I like Chinese food. I like ice cream as well.
Ice cream.
I can't live on ice cream.
She can live on Chinese.
Live on ice
Chinese
cream
is
for a
good.
day, I think.
That sweet and
Yeah.
sour chicken was really good. I ended up ordering the sweet and sour the other night. It was very good.
Anyway, I've had dinner already.
Chicken?
I had dinner earlier.
Why don't we make a Chinese? Will you go get it?
Yeah, I can go get it.
Okay.
Too hot to cook. Yeah. When it's like this, I just can't eat. It's hot. I make meat, but it's just I don't like to cook in the house.
How's the dogs been today?
They've been very good. Huh? They were good?
Oh, they were great. These dogs see, when I first go there, I have them lie down and right around me, and then you got to stay there and behave. And that sort of sets the tone. Well, then we do that thing with the frying pan. You know the frying pan deal?
No?
Judy takes the frying pan into the crowd and gives it to somebody to hold. She drops a cookie in it, which makes it clink. When that clink happens, I tell which dog to go get it.
Wow.
So the dog runs over, and they get their nose right in the frying pan. So you're right there. You can take a picture. The dog's head is right next to the person's head. It really works well.
Yeah.
And the dog is so focused on that cookie that there's no way anybody's going to get bitten, scratched, or anything else.
Right.
So then the dog turns around and comes back to me, and I drop a cookie on the ground.
Yeah. And then you do that like 4 times?
4 times?
Or
No,
like-
it's more like 40.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
It really, it works. With
They just pass the pan around?
Yeah, everybody, everybody in the whole room
They
today
want to
did
do
it.
it. Some people say no, but most of them say
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. But you get into an Alzheimer group, or something, and that they're so excited. That's all they, they're really. Whoa,
Yeah, that's cool.
It's really, it works beautifully. And how long did it take me to train them? About 3 minutes.
Yeah.
That clink.
Can
They
imagine.
got it. Look at them.
They're like, you guys talking about the frying pan again?
I
He's
know.
a good boy. Put your
Yeah.
head down.
And where are you heading tomorrow?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Nobody. Oh no. Yes, I do. I'm heading to Wakefield, to a daycare center,
Mm-hmm.
where it's a drop off, where people drop their people off.
Right.
I come back later and pick them up. It's really kind of grim.
Where's Wakefield?
Wakefield.
I don't know Wakefield.
Linfield?
Oh yeah, I know where you're at.
Linfield?
Yeah.
Inside.
Nice. Nice.
It's quite a ways down in Wakefield too. So it'll take me a bit to get back.
How is so? Somebody was asking how does Pasta get on at the senior centres?
Fine. He's good. He's not quite so quick to come back
Pasta.
for a cookie. He's eating wood lately.
He's under the desk, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been fine. He wanders around the crowd. Then after we get through the pie plan, everybody gets their turn. Then I let the dogs wander on their own. And they do, except for him. Jiminy kind of stays with one of us.
Yeah. So people are asking about the weather as well, and if it's hot here.
Yeah, it's very.
That's
It's
fine.
hot and humid.
I don't have any problem with it.
Yeah, I think it's okay today.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I was-
I mean, it's a bit sticky, but
I guess
it's not
if
too
you
bad.
work out and everything, you just sweat. All my clothes are so sweaty today. I nearly sweated. I don't know.
It's not as bad as in Death Valley.
You could ask Elizabeth. Maybe ask Elizabeth.
Well, Elizabeth's idea of hot is anything 50 north of 50 degrees.
I don't know.
basically,
I
like,
was
so.
sweating. I couldn't even I had sweat between my eyes, just going like this. My whole thing
When-
came back.
When I first started dating Elizabeth, she was still living at home, and I used to go around to her parents' house from time to time, and we would sit there and have dinner, and I'd be sitting there chattering like over the dinner table because it was so cold, because my mum kept the house really warm when we were kids, so I was used to a very warm house. And then I'd go to this, I'd be sitting around the dinner table like shaking, and then they'd put a jacket on me, normally a fleece, and say, here's a fleece, just put on a fleece. Never turn up the heating, so I'd put on a fleece. And then, just as I managed to, and it was good food, don't get me wrong, the food was really good, because they're all kind of good cooks in her family. Especially Elizabeth. Elizabeth's a very good cook.
Really?
And, she's a wonderful cook, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. I married well. I married
You
up.
guys want a good
yeah.
I see. Okay.
I married up.
food
Yeah.
cook.
So anyway, but they all could eat a really good portion of food, I tell you. And I'd battle through this meal, not because it wasn't tasty, but it was just the portion was huge. And then I'd get through it, and just as I took the last lump, somebody would hit me with another scoop of something, like, here you go, oh, you need some more. There you go. And I'd be back, and I'd be like, yes, thank you.
Like leftovers tomorrow.
Because I wanted the dessert, because you didn't get dessert if you didn't, you can get dessert if you didn't eat your main
Yeah.
course. Yeah?
Where did you live? What town are you in?
So Elizabeth lived in a very posh town, as she always is very keen to remind me. She lived in a place called Bear's Den, which is near to Mulgai, which are very posh and salubrious places to live. Whereas I lived on the south side of the city. See, and she always brings this up like it's a big thing, like north side, south side, and like the kind of implication is that if you come from the south side, you're a little bit undesirable. Yeah.
Oh,
whereas if you live in the north side of the
Glasgow?
city, the south side of Glasgow, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think she thinks it's a bit like the south side of Chicago or something like that, which
There is a song.
yeah.
I belong to Glasgow. You
Yeah.
know Glasgow too. But the introduction to that is something I can't remember, and I would love to find a recording. Something about the motor cars going by.
Yeah.
They go by so fast in their motor cars, but I know because I belong to Glasgow.
Yeah.
The introduction to it is fascinating.
Oh.
And then they go on with that I belong to
I'm
Glasgow.
not familiar with that one. The one I'm more familiar with is Donald, Where's Your Trousers?
Oh
You
yeah.
heard that one? It's all about a man who wears a kilt. So the song is Donald, Where's Your Trousers? You know, because he hasn't got on his pants. He's got on a kilt.
He's
He's
got a
wearing a
kilt,
skirt. So it's a good song actually.
I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
we
I
should
don't
have
know.
that as our kind of intro music next time we're on.
You
Yeah.
do that, yeah?
Yeah.
And the guy, selling some birds I make built to Noah.
Yeah.
Do you know that thing about Noah?
Noah in the Ark.
Yeah. Well, no, there's a guy. Oh, he decides he's going to build an ark because he's heard it's going to rain or something like that. And so he goes to the lumber store and he tries to buy some nice bird's eye maple to panel the side of his bunk.
Yeah.
And it's too expensive. And he tries to talk the guy down, and then it starts to rain, and the water comes up, and the rain, and it goes on and on and on. Finally, the lumber guy's at the top of the tower, and they're still arguing about it, and he's going floating by in his ark. That song goes on and on and on.
One of those.
It's like
things.
Albert and the Lion.
Yeah.
You know Albert and the Lion?
No.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think some of all those old songs that you had when you were growing up, I think they were really different between the US
There's a
and the
seaside
UK.
resort known as Blackpool, that's noted for fresh air and fun. And Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom went there with young Albert, their son. A grand little lad were young Albert. Oh God, I haven't done this in a while. Dressed in his best, quite a swell, with a stick with an horse's head handle, the finest that Woolworths could sell. They didn't think much of the ocean. The waves there was all fiddling and small, and nobody wrecked and nobody drowned. In fact, nothing to laugh at all. So Mr. and Mrs. Ramsbottom, quite rightly, when all said and done, went into the... They decided to go in to see the animals. And Albert pokes the lion in the ear with the thing, and Albert gets swallowed by the lion.
Oh my gosh.
It goes on and on. Yeah. Oh, I'm
know.
sorry, I can't remember. I'll have to refresh my
we
memory.
will come back
But it goes,
tomorrow.
it goes on. And the second term of it is they go home, and Mr. Ramsbottom is collecting the insurance on Albert. And Albert comes in because he got spit up by the lion. And then the father gives him, here's 2 shillings, go back and see what the tigers can do.
Oh, wow.
That sounds good.
I love that.
Maybe we can refresh ourselves on the words, and we can have a full rendition tomorrow. You okay? You need a glass of water?
There's water behind.
We're okay here, guys. Just like a touch of stage nerves, I think it is.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Let me see what else have we got here.
I know.
I think I'm back. Maybe. Okay. I won't do Albert and the Lion again.
Well, I was rather hoping we could do a full rendition tomorrow,
Yeah,
maybe.
maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah? Maybe
Maybe.
we could find the scripts and...
Oh, it's on the internet.
Nick, ask Alexa to play
There's a
the
lot of-
Scottish song for Carlene.
Yeah.
Will we do that tomorrow as well?
Yeah.
We'll save that, like, so you all got to
you
come
can have
back.
a song, yeah.
What name?
Michelle Spencer said, Nick, ask Alexa to play the Scottish song for Carlene.
Oh,
You can do that, yeah. Tomorrow.
I don't know. They know that. Do they?
Oh, yeah. I could probably do it now, but
We don't have Alexas here.
No. I
About
have
the
one in
other
the house.
room.
Maybe I'll bring it tomorrow.
that's it instead.
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Never heard of it.
Oh, there's he. Who is that guy?
What's going on here?
Shame on me. I'm gonna have to try and do that.
My parents are coming in October, Carla.
Okay.
And as I said before, I'm very worried about this
Yeah.
because my father, who is the same age as Carlene, is exceptionally naughty,
Yeah.
the same as Carlene. And I think if the two of them get together, we could have real trouble on our hands, you know,
Oh,
because
good.
they would be encouraging each other to do
Bad
Oddly.
things.
more and more naughty things.
Sounds like a good thing to me.
Well, somebody's found it. Tiggy Howell has found it. It's called I Belong to Glasgow. She found it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's the introduction on this one rendition. Maybe it's there. I don't know.
I've lost the. Have we got any
What is
other
it?
questions?
No, Nancy just asked what's on my shirt. I don't know. I think it's just Diesel.
Says
Don't
Diesel.
bother.
Diesel.
Oh yeah, Diesel. But I have no idea. It's my boyfriend's shirt. Probably just gas, right?
It's your T-shirt. That's a sign of true love, by the way. Is if your girlfriend starts wearing your T-shirt.
He wears my
that means
T-shirts, which is sort of
she's
funny. I
there
don't know how he wears my
You're
T-shirts.
probably stuck with her at
I
that
guess
point.
so, huh?
Yeah?
I guess if it's just Diesel, I'm guessing it's like a gas. But he wears my
You
T-shirts.
need
So
more glue or something.
I don't know.
Well, it's supposed to be ironic because that's like supposed to have fallen off,
Flap.
but that's what's written behind it.
Diesel. It's like a flap. They cut off Diesel. I don't know why they do that.
Nope.
I'll have to
Okay.
ask him why it says Diesel.
All right, so is that not a rap?
What's a rap?
It's not a rap.
It's not
It is a rap.
It's not a rap.
time to go.
It's not a
folks.
rap.
No, that's what we use. It's just slightly different.
You can say, I guess we can say time to go.
Not a
folks,
rap.
Right?
It's
time for Chinese.
not a rap.
I don't know.
It's
It's time for Chinese food.
Yeah,
time for Chinese food, everyone.
There we go. Okay.
Thanks for tuning in. If we didn't answer any of your questions, we'll get back to you in the chat.
All right.
That's true.
And thanks again for that. That was a wonderful donation, and
Yeah, thank you for the donation
and also thank you to the IRS. I don't find myself saying that very often.
That's
for
true.
making sure we're
We are now official.
official.
yes,
Yes.
Okay,
thank you.
this is great. Good progress.
Okay.
Thank you. And we'll see
Okay,
you
goodbye.
tomorrow.
See you around. We touched that. You touched the corner to make it stop.
Oh, sorry. Hit the button.